All right, welcome back to Twin Tarot. I'm David.
And I'm Gary.
And Gary's got a story that just is tickling his fancy. Probably because it involves his girlfriend, Laura Ingraham.
It does. The snark meter is really being pegged at 10. So, as usual, Dave and I were sort of wrangling over what are we going to read on.
I want to read on. What do you want to read on?
I don't know. What do you read on? Ultimately, Dave came up with a great idea. And
let's not read on anything. We're just going to ramble for the next 25 minutes.
That's give the people what they want, right?
We're going to weave and give you a stream of consciousness thing like the 47th president of the United States.
That's why I like the live streams, because we just don't really have anything that we're going to.
We don't do anything. We just talk and people listen. It's unlike our siblings and relatives.
Yes.
Y'all listen.
And I usually get to drink a beer or two while doing it, so it's just a perfect day for me. But yes, my girlfriend Laura Ingraham had a very intelligent man on her show.
Was it Mark Wayne Mullen?
It was not Mark Wayne Mullen.
Was it Lindsey Graham?
It was not Lindsey Graham.
My gosh, I don't know who it could possibly be then.
It was Stephen Miller, of course.
Yes, the crypt keeper himself.
Yeah, so Stephen Miller was out praising Donald Trump's war with Iran, or Iran, as Trump would say. And here's the quote, and the second part of this quote just had me in chuckles. Here's the first quote. The United States has achieved its objectives even faster than anybody thought possible.
To which we would say, what are the objectives again?
Yeah, exactly.
We don't even know why we're there yet.
Yeah, I'm not sure what those objectives were because the story keeps changing. But, okay, so
was the objective to piss off all the Gulf states, irritate our allies, deplete our missiles on our warships, and cause the toilets to back up on the USS Gerald Ford because it's been out to sea for 10 months? Is that the objective? No.
The objective was to get oil price per barrel of oil over $100, apparently.
Because that, that'll help inflation.
Yes, indeed. Here's the second part of the quote. Before adding, President Trump was aware of and has calculated through every permutation and every degree of strategy.
Well, he's lying now.
By far the most overwhelming victory based on the objectives. I was like, are you bleeping kidding me? Okay, let's see. Strait of Hormuz? Anyone?
Again, we don't know what the objectives are. If the objective was to alienate the United States and make it a pariah nation, I'd say he has hit those metrics and he's done it faster than anybody could have ever expected this side of nuking countries in the world.
Yeah, so you got that. You've got critics are quick to point out that one of the permutations that Trump didn't anticipate was Israel making matters worse, which the president's been complaining about.
Yeah, apparently, who knew that the Strait of Hormuz was so important?
Yes,
they might blockade it.
If for those of you that watch who are familiar with Bella the Ranch, she did a wonderful video. I think it came out a day or two ago.
Oh, is that where she goes back in time to show who could possibly have predicted these things?
Nobody could have known that Iran was going to do these things. And she goes back to 2 videos that she did like 3 weeks ago, predicting this very thing.
Spelling it out very simply, that using all capital letters in crayon, so even the simplest of Trumpers could understand it.
Yeah, and which leads to the culmination of Adam Kinzinger quipped on X, he's a genius, of course.
Oh God, the dry sarcasm. That's the best.
Super genius. So one thing that we won't tell a story on, but I just want to share this little tidbit. Dave and I have done a couple of videos that were kind of lukewarm received, but I find them interesting. Was the correlation between Donald Trump's power and the price of True Social.
Donald J. Trump stock. Truth Social.
True Social is down to $8.58, and it was down to $8.30, but it rallied late in session. I figure once that stock gets around $5, he's done.
I'm wondering if it's people in Gulf states just flushing their shares at this point.
Oh my gosh!
Pissed off at him. It's like, you know what? No, we're gonna flush shares on you.
Yeah, he's in trouble now. It's in the single digits, and it's well in the single digits, so he's in trouble. Yeah. But I'm telling you, once that thing gets to about 5, he's done. It's like it's over. It's just how long before he just hits 0. And to me, it's between 5 and 6 is that magic number. When True Social is down that low, that's the acknowledgement that he is no longer in power.
This is not a financial program, nor are we experienced in giving financial advice.
No, we don't know your financial situation.
Yes, and consult your financial planner if you want to buy or invest in Donald J. Trump stock.
Yeah, it was probably better 2 years ago than it was now. That I may go to
selling, yes.
But yeah, so I'm keeping an eye on that, and once that stock gets into that 5 to 6 range, there's going to be a video coming out on it because we'll be right on the cusp. At that point, it's just a matter of seconds before he finally goes over the side.
Maybe you could do one of those short videos, and then you can overlap Nelson's laugh over the stock price.
I said, ha ha. Okay, Stephen Miller.
Better yet, Gary. Starts off at $80 share. Ooh, $70 share. $60. From 30 to 40. Ooh, don't. Yeah, perfect. Exactly. We've got it. I only robbed some copyrights here and there, but who cares?
Good Lord. Okay, so let's take a look at the general energy around Stephen Miller. I mean, does anyone really believe this nonsense that he's spewing?
Yeah, and also want to, after the general energy, I wanted to do readings on his influence on Trump in Iran and his influence on Trump with Cuba, because we know that Miller doesn't like brown people, and it seems like he would have his hands in Iran. He certainly's had his hands in ICE, but is he also calling the shots with these non-war wars? Uh-oh. There you go.
On the spinning wheel of death.
I thought you were...
I don't know if that was on your end or my end.
It's not on my end.
Get on with it, as they would say.
Yeah, don't let your crappy internet connection stop your reading. Just throw down those cards. Worst comes to worst, I'll read them for them.
Okay. Foundation of the reading, King of Pentacles. So what's the energy around Stephen Miller? Hey, it's good to be the king. He has so much influence on Trump. He's kind of in the catbird seat where he's an unelected official who is wielding all the backroom power. Wasn't that something that Elon Musk was griping about? These unelected bureaucrats running everything.
Sounds about right.
The challenge is temperance. He wants it all. There's no balance here. He wants it all, and he wants it done his way.
And I think, and I was going to say, it's like he doesn't know when to stop. It's like a drug, man. I just want more. Give me more, give me more, give me more.
The energy underneath it is the world. His basically, and he's the king of the world right now.
Are you going to sing it? Are you going to sing it the way that you would if it was Titanic?
No. Moon. This is about keeping people off balance. and who's behind it. Current energy is the Two of Pentacles. Keep doing enough things to keep MAGA happy while overarching energy.
Just throw all the cards down.
What?
There you go.
What's the energy with Stephen Miller? The Four Swords, he's been planning it out. It's also one of those things that he's got to before Trump goes all four swords on him. No one to fight, no one to walk away. Winner takes all. And he has his moment, and he's going to take as much as he can. He doesn't want to create a balance. He wants everything. That's why the Temperance card is a cross. And the outcome is hopes, wishes, dreams fulfilled. He is exactly where he wants to be right now.
Right. And you only paused or froze like about a half a dozen times during that. What I'm seeing here is Miller's in a great position, an unelected position where he doesn't have to give up anything. And it's like he's juggling multiple things. Like where is my energy best spent? And it's funny with that Four Swords, he's kind of like the man behind he's the Grand Vizier behind the doltish Sultan. Yes. And the lesson to be learned is the Five of Swords. He compromises with no one because he's the Grand Vizier. He's Jafar.
Yeah.
And the outcome is he likes being Jafar. That's the best of all worlds. He gets to dictate what he wants, and he doesn't have to face any consequences currently.
Yes. Why am I not surprised?
Yeah, I know. Not even stale crackers. All right, I want to look at his influence with regards to the Iranian war here. What's Stephen Miller doing with the Iranian war? My deck is upside down. You got the Star card crossed with the Disappointment. Page of Wands, High Priestess. Okay, Israel's involved here. Queen of Wands. Trapped, looking for a way out. King of Swords. I think he absolutely encouraged Trump to get in there, that he would be celebrated. The problem is that hasn't panned out. Miller is ruthless in this. In the past, he was very much, the cards that I'm seeing here, he very much advocated to go to the Middle East and do this. He's on board with Israel in the Israeli intelligence, with lockstep with them. I think with the Queen of Wands overhead is he tells Trump what actions to take. Trump should be the King of Swords, the one taking them, but he sits there like Susie Wiles and tells Trump what to do and how to do it. He's like, basically, he's telling him what to do. Lesson we learned is he's not burdened by the U.S., because he's not in a position where he should be held accountable. But nonetheless, the U.S. is stuck in this position as long as this guy is putting poison into Trump's ears. Outcome is the Hermit. I was gonna say this would be like the U.S. trying to get out, but I think it's for Miller. He doesn't care about the getting out part. He's already moved on to the next thing. So, he's focused on, all right, so now we've got Iran and we've got this thing going on. Now let's continue with the next plan, which probably would lead us into Cuba. So why don't you do our Cuba read here?
One of us is frozen again.
That's not me.
Well, it's one of us. On my end, you're like frozen. Yeah, exactly. Was I supposed to read on something?
Yeah, do Cuba. Stephen Miller in Cuba.
Oh. Is he going to vacation in Cuba?
I think he might. He looks like, who he looks like? He looks like Fredo from The Godfather.
Oh.
Give him a a Cuban Havana shirt and a cigar.
Okay, so just what's his relationship or what's his influence on Trump's
His influence on
policy?
Trump, but I don't know if you probably didn't hear my reading then, did you?
Only part of it.
Yeah, I think he's already moved on from Iran. I think he's moved on to Iran to go to Cuba. So let's see
Okay.
what his designs are with Cuba.
All right. That's certainly Trump's, got that one going, but Trump's got to be careful how many fronts he wants to open on his war on the world.
Oh, that's something for the generals to worry about.
Okay, so what's his influence on Trump's policies with Cuba? Page of Cups is just keeping the MAGA base fed, giving him those victories. It's better to pick on people that are going to have a tough time fighting back, right? Challenge is the Ace of Wands, a new action being taken. So he definitely wants to support the MAGA crazy and whatever anything to fire up the base on why we should be going after Cuba. But there's a challenge with those actions. Let's see what's going on with this.
Why don't you just drop all your cards and then see how that story.
Okay, the edge underneath is the Four of Pentacles. That to me it means Trump's not ready to do it. You got the happy family. You got the Four of Cups. To me, what I'm feeling is Trump would like to do it, but he's got his hands full in the Middle East right now. King of Wands. Don't believe everything you see. And the Queen of Wands. Okay. So what's his influence and what's his kind of his end game with Cuba? I think he wants to keep feeding the MAGA base. The challenge is how do you start the action? How do you get the ball rolling here? Right now, Trump he's got a whole bunch of resources that he needs to sort of conserve. In the past, we had the happy family. They kidnapped the president and his wife from Venezuela. They had got rid of all of Iran's nuclear making capability back in November, December, whenever the hell they bombed the hell out of Iran. So in the past, everything was going great. The situation now is Trump's got a whole bunch of different irons in the fire. And it's one of those things where it's like I said, Trump might not be willing to open a war on that front. And I don't mean a literal war. I mean, that's just one more distraction from what's going on in Iran. You got the Epstein files, you got Iran, you've got Greenland, you've got Cuba, you've got Venezuela, you've got Mexico and the drug cartels. And of course you have China and all the terrorists. Overarching energy is the King of Wands. I think Miller wants to take some bold actions there, but he can't get anyone to start the action. The lesson to be learned is the Seven of Cups. I think it's just basically Trump is starting to get too weak to justify the plans he has. And the outcome is the Queen of Wands, which is there's just too much going on. There's too much multitasking. There's too many actions being taken, and Trump can't handle it.
Yeah,
it's getting overwhelmed.
And looking at that spread, it looks like there's going to be a battle between Rubio or something like that. It's like
it's completely stunned by the quality of my reading.
If Miller came up with the Iranian plan or something like that, and it's not working out, it's going to knock his star down a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And it could very well be that's what that Four of Cups is. Who's coming up with the best plan and who's kind of on the ins and on the outs. Yep. Because as we know, Trump has favorites and he wants them to fight amongst each other. And Miller might be a favorite on some things and Rubio may be a favorite on other things. But if there's one thing Miller is consistently supportive of anything and everything Donald Trump does.
Yep.
It doesn't try to distance himself from those things.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and his wife's pregnant again. With their
This is going to be Elon's 14th child.
Well, I didn't have that thought.
Merry Christmas. A little four-carder. How does Trump currently view Stephen Miller amongst all his cabinet members? Where does Stephen Miller rank besides smell?
I got my card.
Get it? Rank?
But
Yeah. Where does he rank? Young man who has lots of ideas, and some of his ideas are good and some are bad. And right now, I think he's on the bad side of things. I think Trump looks at his ideas as valuable, but the proof of the pudding is in the tasting. And he's come up with ideas that aren't so great, and it's backfiring on Trump in his numbers. So I think right now Stephen Miller is maybe suggesting things, but he needs to build up capital and reputation again.
This is the card I drew for their relationship.
They wear blue Post-it notes around each other.
Got the old devil card.
So
they're chained to that ideology of hurting people.
Yeah, I could be wrong. It's I'm sure Trump still values Miller. If he didn't value Miller, Miller would be gone. And so far, of all the folks involved with this immigration debacle with Homeland Security, they're all gone except for Stephen Miller.
Yeah.
So at least tells you he's valued, or it could mean that he's next.
Yeah, I think he's valued. He loves Stephen Miller.
Right. I guess apparently Trump talked to Melania about this, and she was saying it was a bad look doing these mass roundups. So Trump threw something out on Truth Social that he wants to back down off these mass roundups, and then all the MAGA chuds that are out there saying that that's what they voted for don't want him to back off on those roundups. Basically, what it comes down to is Trump, I think, still wants to do all the roundups. He just doesn't like the optics that have been created by the way they've implemented these roundups.
Yep.
And the fact that, and again, he's talking about deporting them, but the fact of the matter is they're buying warehouses to store people.
Mm-hmm.
Is that dinner?
I've got a couple of mosquitoes circling around.
I saw one fly by the screen. It wasn't a little spirit ball. It was a mosquito.
No. These are little blood suckers.
Yeah. So it doesn't look like they want to shove them around, and I'm sure these are privately held. So what ends up happening is Homeland Security spends their budget on housing these people and moving them around, which means that money is being gathered, taken from home, laundered. It's being laundered through this private prison system that they're setting up.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't know where the money's ending up.
Yeah.
But better believe that Trump's going to get a cut. Somebody's getting a cut.
There's so much self-dealing going on, especially in Homeland Security.
You mean like with advertising campaigns for $200 million?
Yeah, just happens to be the husband of one of her biggest donor people.
No, it's her campaign manager.
Campaign manager, yeah. It was a no bid. I had no decision making on that. Yeah, okay, whatever, toots.
You sound just like her when you talk like that.
I know it's right? It's uncanny.
Anyways, thank you very much for watching this video and supporting our channel. We appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for subscribing. We actually were positive subscriptions the last 2 days. Woohoo!
And if you're feeling generous, go ahead and give a super thanks to Gary so he could maybe afford a better internet connection or something along those lines. It doesn't matter that he actually has it wired, like Ethernet connection to the
the crazy part is I should have no connectivity issues. I've got an Ethernet cable stuck in this thing.
Yeah, clearly the person who did the job didn't do it very well. He just put the Ethernet cable in there and you're still on Wi-Fi.
God.
I
have to check my computer, make sure it isn't trying to override the Ethernet.
Or maybe he can take some of that Twin Terror money and go buy himself a proper computer or something.
Oh, God.
Or maybe he'll just buy beer.
Yeah, I would rather do that.
Yes. All the problems go away.
Can I give
Yes.
a thank you and a shout out to Robin Davis, who made a very kind contribution to the channel?
Robin Davis
Thank you,
made
Robin
a kind
Davis.
coach. I didn't see that.
And Dave has nothing to say.
I saw nothing.
You saw nothing?
I saw nothing.
Oh, did you hear anything?
Anyways, what? Anything else you want to do before we sign off here?
No.
You
Did you get my Robin Davis shout out?
Yes.
Or is that just does when I do shout outs, does that freeze the computer?
No, it doesn't freeze anything.
Okay.
Again, my internet connection good. Gary's internet connection bad. That's what he gets for having a big crush on Laura Ingraham.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, everyone, take care.
Take care. Bye.
We'll catch you on the next video. Bye.
Hope Pam Bondi doesn't find out.
You have so many girlfriends.
I know.
Christy Nome, Laura Ingraham, Pam Bondi, Erica Kirk, Katie Miller,
yeah, exactly.
Melania Trump.
Where do I find the time?
Kellyanne Conway, Sarah Huckabee Sanders, Caroline Levitt.
Yeah, you're naming them all.
Oh God. Let's not forget Ron DeSantis' wife, Casey DeSantis. She's hot for you.
Oh my goodness.
What was Junior's ex-girlfriend, Gavin Newsom's former wife?
Oh yeah. I know. I was going down that path too.
Gary digs the Mar-a-Lago face. Nothing gets him all worked up more. Leave her name in the comments.
Oh no, yeah, no. Let's come up with the name. Otherwise, I'm gonna have 500 people telling me.
Hey, you know what? You'll know who stayed till the end of the video if they leave her name in the comments. Take care, everyone. We'll catch y'all next one.
All right, bye.
Bye.